Here's the brutal truth. 99% of people quit right before they succeed. Not months before, not years, right before. And the worst part? They never find out how close they actually were. They don't get to know. They walk away just inches from everything they ever wanted. One phone call away, one late night away, one painful repetition, one more post, one decision to stay just a little longer. And they gave up. They quit when it got hard, when it got lonely, when it got quiet, when the results stopped coming, when motivation died, when doubt started screaming louder than dreams ever did. They walked right before the breakthrough, right before the shift, right before everything was about to change. So if you're tired, if you're doubting everything, if you're wondering if this is worth it, don't move, don't click away, don't scroll, don't distract yourself. This might be the most important 7, maybe 8 minutes of your life, because this is where most people quit. And if you understand this moment, you'll be part of the 1% who makes it through. It starts the same for almost everyone. You have a dream, a fire. Something inside you says, more is possible. Maybe it came from pain. Maybe it came from passion. Maybe it came from watching someone else live the life you know you were meant for. So you begin, you're lit up, motivated, focused, you're all in. You set the alarm earlier, you grind longer, you cut distractions, you sacrifice comfort. And at first it works. You get a few results, you start to believe it's possible. A little traction here, a kind comment there. Small wins that feel like proof. Then, everything stalls. Momentum disappears. You post and nothing happens. You launch something and no one buys. You show up and no one notices. You refresh the stats, silence. You check your phone, silence. You stare at the screen and wonder, is this even working anymore? You feel stupid, embarrassed even. You start questioning your worth, your path, your identity. And then comes the voice, maybe I'm just not good enough. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe this isn't for me. This moment, this silence, it breaks people. Because silence feels like failure. It feels like rejection. It feels like proof that all your effort has been wasted. But here's what no one ever told you. The silence is not the end. It's the test. The silence is the gap between the work and the reward. And most people never make it through that gap. That's the invisible line, the line between the 99% and the 1%. The line between dreamers and doers, between talkers and finishers. And it's in that silence where winners are born. Let me tell you what school never taught you. What most people never understand. What every legend had to figure out the hard way. Michael Jordan, cut from his high school basketball team. Imagine that, being told, you're not good enough by the very system you want to succeed in. He could have accepted it. Most would. But not him. He cried. Then he trained. He worked when no one was watching. He practiced obsessively. And he didn't just make the team the next year. He made history. Not because he had talent, but because he had refusal. Oprah Winfrey, fired from her first job on television, literally told she wasn't fit for TV, that she didn't belong on camera. Do you know how many people never recover from that kind of rejection? She could have quit. She could have gone quiet. But she didn't. She didn't just get back on TV. She became TV. She turned the thing they said she wasn't good at into the thing that built her empire. Colonel Sanders, 65 years old, a chicken recipe, a beat-up car, and a dream. He got over 1,000 rejections. Think about that. 1,000 people said no. Can you handle 10 rejections? 50, 100. He went past 1,000. Every door that slammed in his face, he just knocked on the next one. Everyone else would have stopped. He didn't. And that's the difference. These people weren't superhuman. They weren't born chosen. They didn't have a magic path. They just stayed. They stayed in the silence. They stayed when it got hard. They stayed longer than the rest. And that's why they made it. So let me give you 3 truths. Truths that separate the ones who make it from the ones who don't. Truth number 1. Consistency beats intensity. Anyone can go hard for a day. Anyone can post every day for a week. But success doesn't care about your intensity. It cares about your repeatability. Can you show up when you don't feel like it? Can you push play when you're uninspired? Can you keep making content when no one's commenting? Can you build your thing when it feels like no one cares? Because that's when the real growth happens. It's not just what you do when you're hyped. It's what you do when you're empty. That's the difference. Success is not a spotlight, it's not fireworks, it's not viral, it's quiet, it whispers, and it only speaks to the people who've earned it through repetition. Truth number 2. Reframe failure. You didn't fail. You got a data point. You learned. Every mistake is a message. Every no is just clearing the way for your yes. But only if you listen. Only if you stay in the game. Thomas Edison failed 10,000 times before inventing the light bulb. You think you failed because your idea didn't work the first time? You think it's over because no one watched your video? Please, you haven't failed until you've quit. Ask better questions, not, why is this happening to me? Ask, what is this trying to teach me? Rejection is the world sharpening you. Tension builds strength, pressure makes diamonds, but only if you endure it. Truth number 3. Detach from the outcome. If you only chase views, you'll give up. If you only chase likes, you'll lose heart. That stuff fades. It's hollow. You want to win? Fall in love with the process. Fall in love with showing up. Fall in love with creating, with building, with getting 1% better every single day. When you focus on growth, results start chasing you. You're not building for a moment, you're building a life. And that takes time. It takes solitude. It takes boredom. It takes belief when nothing is showing you proof. Anyone can do the work when it's exciting. But the ones who make it, they do it when it's painful, when it's pointless, when it's dark, when no one believes, when they don't even believe in themselves. They do it anyway. That's who wins. That's the 1%. So let me leave you with this. You are closer than you think. You're not broken, you're not late, you're not lost. You're just in the gap. The quiet place between the dream and the reward. But that place, that silence, that's where champions are made. And if you walk away now, you'll never know what was waiting just a few steps ahead. So don't. Don't quit on a bad day. Don't give up during a tough season. Don't abandon your future for the comfort of now. Don't let a temporary feeling make a permanent decision. Don't be the 99%. Be the one who stayed, who endured, who finished. Remember what I told you at the start. 99% quit right before the breakthrough. But you didn't. You're still here. Now finish what you started. And if this spoke to you, drop a fire emoji in the comments. Tell me what you're building. Tell me what you're fighting for. I read every single one. And if you're serious about showing up for yourself, hit that subscribe button, not for me, for you, because I'll keep showing up if you will.